What's going on, everybody? I want to do two recaps on my scalps on Aapl today. So I did take two scalps on Aapl. I do play options. I do play in the money or right at the money. I look for the very, very quick move. As soon as I get that quick increase in my contracts premium, anywhere from 10, 15, 20, 30, 40%, depending on how fast the stock wants to move. Normally, I'm going to cut my trade right then and there and then just sort of walk away, kind of look for the next setup. I'm not really into holding a potential trade, for more than an hour or all day, even though it kind of grinds higher, and it can grind higher throughout the day, which is perfectly fine if that's your style. But just for my personality, what fits me as a trader, I like to find the best setups according to my trading plan. I like to jump in when they confirm, and if they confirm, I like to take that first initial move. And then if they don't if they don't follow through and they fail, or it's a false breakout, then I normally just cut my trade right then and there. So I kind of want to show you my reason for what I was thinking here. So in the morning, this gray area here is going to be pre-market. I was definitely watching Aapl. It's been on my watch list since yesterday, Monday. One of the reasons that I was watching it, that big 150 area was huge. Yesterday, going back to Friday when it popped that 150, it ran up to 152 or 153, something around there. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking at the pre-market volume. So this is all the pre-market volume here. Everything in this orange box or yellow box that I'm kind of highlighting here. So normally what I'm looking for right off of the open is I'm looking for some kind of momentum. I'm looking for some kind of surge that's going to eat up all of the pre-market data. If I just kind of take this off here and we take a look, we can see here in pre-market, Aapl really wasn't doing nothing. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up and down. But realistically, the volume is next to non-existent here on Aapl, kind of just trading sideways along this 20 period moving average. It's really not until about 625 that we kind of get a little bit of increase here. So with this a little bit of increase here and a close above the 20 period moving average tells me going into the market open in 5 minutes that if we can take out all of this pre-market price action, okay, on a nice green bar, that potentially there's going to be room for a scalp to the long side. Normally when I'm taking these type of plays, right off the bell within the first 1 to 5 minutes, normally I'm looking to get in and I'm looking for my contracts to move 10, 15, 20, 30% extremely quickly, and I'm looking to sell out. This 150 here is going to be, was that yesterday's highs here? Let me see. Was that yesterday's highs? The 150 was 150. Yeah, 150 was this. Well, not really. Yesterday's highs was about 149.72. 150's highs is going to take us back to 1029 highs here. So what I was looking at was that 150 being as an area of resistance. Now my chart's all screwed up here. That 150 being as an area of resistance. So what I was looking for here, okay, was if I got this quick move off the open, I was going to look to sell my contracts into this prior resistance. Now we did crack through and made another push higher to about 150.50, but then you can see we quickly got rejected and sold off almost back to the 20 here. And I'm going to show you the second play that I took in just a moment. But normally what I'm looking for right off the open, just to kind of make that clear, I'm looking to be trading right around the 20 period moving average. I'm looking for some kind of surge or close above the 20 period moving average. And I'm looking for a power bar, elephant bar, a green bar, big surge bar to take out all of the pre-market data. So I'm looking to clear out this. As soon as we can cross that and take out that price action, I'm looking to get long and just kind of ride the momentum until I can start see any kind of explosive wicks, or in this case here where we did have a little bit of an explosive wick down to the downside. My stop was always going to be, and if you follow me and you're in my Discord, you know that my entry candles low is always my stop. So my stop would have been here. If this would have continued to wick down and then below the 20 period moving average, I just would have been stopped out there. Just kind of keep my protection nice and tight. But just working with this $150 price action here, we know that we were going to have a little bit of rejection in this area. It did make initial surge and then kind of just began to sell off a little bit here, formed a little bit of a base, and then for the bigger move here. So anytime we get these kind of pops, this is another thing to look for. Okay, this is another thing for you guys to kind of look for, so we kind of see my play and why I took it. I kind of explain that. Okay, so another thing is, if we get a pop off the open, generally look for any kind of 40 to 50% retracement. Okay, 40 to 50% retracement on the play. If we don't break down past that 40 to 50%, like let's say, for example, we were to break down here towards the 20 period moving average and below, this obviously play is off. But anytime we get a huge spike off the open, we get a 40 to 50% retracement. This could also be a second potential loading zone, and exactly what I did. As soon as I see us here not put in any lower lows, I was looking for a green bar candle, which is going to be this candle here, to take out this red candle. And that line's a little funny. This red candle here, and that was going to be my play for my second move up here. And then as soon as it started to chop around, I just sort of took profits in this area. If you go to my Discord, check in the general lobby, I think one of them I sold, one of my trades I sold for around 40 something percent profit on my premium, and then the other one was in the 20s. But those are the two plays that I took. I hope that kind of gives you guys just a general overview. Hope that kind of gives you, a little bit of an insight into the way that I trade. So, I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. This is just coming off of my brain from what I'm seeing on the charts. So how you're interpreting it can be completely different. But if I could just make it real simple, again, because I like to make things simple for you guys. I want you guys to understand what I'm doing. What I'm looking for is a stock pre-market to be trading right around the 20 period moving average. Okay. Either at the open or just before the open. What I'm looking for is some kind of green bar over the 20 period moving average. And I'm looking to take out all of the pre-market price action. As soon as we clear the pre-market price action, I'm looking to get long, which would have been this candle here. Okay, what I'm looking also as that prior day's high, okay, which is the white line here, prior day's high as my first area of resistance. Also, when we clear out prior day's high, I'm also going to look to see if it can turn that into an area of support. Okay, so first play of the day, I got in. I'm going to look to sell into this resistance of previous day's high. I want to see the stock consolidate. In this case, we did have a little bit of a pullback. However, we made no lower low. So what I'm looking at is to take out this low candle here, use this as my stop, and then see if we can get some sort of push up. Now, if we were to get another push up, here and then get rejected for the second time, then I can almost guarantee you that this move here would have failed and we would have broke down below the 20 period moving average, and in fact probably traded sideways and then broke down like this. How many times have you seen that happen when you are trading? Okay, how many times have you seen that happen? So you can kind of just sort of get the idea of where I'm going with this. I hope that helps, guys. Join the Discord. That link is down in the description box below. Also, I still am watching Apple for tomorrow.